Here we are at Whitehorse High School. Another random 5 questions with Byron Grant. Um, I interviewed him because he has a passion for the game of basketball, and he's back into the community helping our youth. Here we go. How you doing, Byron?
Doing pretty good.
All right.
Yeah, staying warm.
All right, right.
Yeah.
One of my first questions is coming back to Whitehorse and being in the gym where you once played and where you once had the go to win all the time. For me, watching you play when you were here, it made me realize a lot of things that young kids growing up here on the res have that passion for basketball. But for yourself, I saw that you carry that from here to where you went to school and high school. Plus, now you're back into the community as a coach and always involved with basketball. So how does it feel being back here knowing that you're doing something good for the community?
It's great, man. It's a great feeling. I never thought I would come back here and be a coach. So actually, it being a reality, it's great. I love doing it. It's a lot harder than it seems. So everyone could be a coach in the stands and yell and do this, but when you actually put the shoes on and do it, it's something else. And it's always been a great sight to see. Teach a kid how to do a good, like a fundamental layup. So stuff like that, it's great. Nothing better than come back to where it started for me.
Yeah. And then the passion that you have for the game, since you left and you did play at high school, correct?
Yeah.
And then you come back and then you were always part of the game, whether you're refereeing or playing in tournaments with a lot of your old teammates. How does the passion or the want to keep playing come into your head and not just let it go?
I guess it's just something that I grew up with. Being as young as I am, my dad took me to tournaments every weekend, no matter where it was. I was following him with the basketball, just doing what he loved to do. He loved the game. He didn't have as great opportunities as I did. So for me to take those opportunities and excel with them, it's just been great. So it's just something that I grew up with. It's never gonna die, and I'm gonna let my kids grow with that as well.
All right. Then my third question is, what would be your most memorable moment? Because for me, it would be hearing Byron Grant 4-3, always behind that line, and then it's just you were so confident that you'd be already be going back the other way while the ball goes in. What would be your most memorable moment here at Whitehorse playing basketball?
My most memorable would probably be senior night. I didn't do my 4 years here, so I didn't think people would greatly appreciate what I've done in the 2 years that I was here. But senior night coming here with the guys that I grew up with on their last night on this floor, it's something that will stick to me for the rest of my life. Just seeing everyone in these bleachers, it was jam-packed, people standing. It's just it was a great feeling to know that you were loved and respected just from a game of basketball like that.
All right. Now that you're coaching, you're coaching with your brother, and then your dad's also a coach here too, correct?
Yeah.
All right. All three of you are coaching here, and what for you? What is the most important thing to get through the kids besides the fundamental of basketball, and what would you like the kids to leave with to remember you by as a coach?
Just me showing them that they gotta have confidence, not with just the game of basketball, but with life. Have confidence to accomplish things. So I want them to remember you guys as I always pushed them that they can always do greater things than what's here in this community. Because I don't want them just to be another athlete that just graduates and just sits around, does nothing. I want them to do more. It doesn't have to do with sports. I want them to do more in life.
That's awesome. And then here's one to our youth. The other night I watched you referee a game here while your dad was coaching, and the other coach was mouthing off to a younger referee and standing up for what you believe in and how good sportsmanship should be. how do students go about having good sportsmanship and being a good role model?
You got to put it in this perspective, as in you were once those kids that didn't know how to dribble, that didn't know how to shoot it right. So the only way that you learn is that someone taught you. So as you grow older, be that teacher to these young kids. Don't laugh at them. Don't make fun of them. Be that teacher to show them, hey, this is what you could do. This is how I learned. You always got to tell yourself you were once that little kid. You were once that person that didn't do things right. You were still learning. Still to this day, I'm still learning as a basketball player and as a coach. I'm learning every day as these kids are. So you got to always put that in perspective.
Awesome. Well, in my book, Byron, you're a pretty good role model to our kids, and I appreciate the interview.
Thanks.
Hey, good luck up there, and
Oh, yeah.
let's make it a state, huh?
Hell yeah.
All right, go Raiders.
Yep.
Yeah.